A few days ago, I put out a video on what nature connected coaching is, and it was very technical, stayed really on the surface to try to give kind of a definition and example of nature connected coaching, but it didn't go really deep. And I wanted to follow up with another video that just kind of speaks a little bit more to the heart of what nature connected coaching is. And I think to do that, we need to just start a little bit about why nature connected coaching. And if you think about why somebody comes to coaching, seeks a life coach, or really any coach. And ultimately, I think that underneath all of someone's needs for coaching, whether it's executive coaching or health coaching or so forth, there's going to be some form of personal life coaching that's down in there for people. So, but why is it that they seek that coaching in the first place? Often it's because someone is experiencing some level of misalignment or unfulfillment in their life. And they're seeking coaching to try to pull the pieces together again and get themselves feeling like they're back on track in some aspect of their life, or they're progressing in some aspect of their life. And that misalignment, I mean, I think if you look around at the world around us and we see the impact that we're having on the environment, the impact that we're having on people, relationships, ourselves, our own health, and so forth. So much of it comes out of misalignment. And I think that's one of the reasons why we get drawn into this work in the first place, certainly through nature, because we've had these experiences in our lives, right? Where nature reflects something really powerful to us and helps us come back into an experience of alignment with ourselves. And we want that for other people because we can see that if more people were feeling in that, were living in that sense of alignment and connection with themselves, then there would be significant changes that would happen in the world. And as we come into alignment and more connection with ourselves, we realize that that part of ourselves that we come into contact with is connected to all things. And when we're listening to ourselves from that place, then we're making decisions that are connected to the greater good. And I believe that's something that we all yearn for, is to feel like our decisions are aligned with something greater, are aligned with some deeper truth inside of ourselves, but are also benefiting the world. So nature connected coaching, like I described in that video the other day, is a methodology for guiding somebody into that place of alignment with themselves, where then they start to bring that out into the world. What would it start to look like to live in more alignment with yourself? How would you approach your situations differently? What choices would you make from that place? What's possible for you now? And how do you start to integrate that more into your life? Okay, that's the real power inside of nature connected coaching. And just think about the implications of that. Somebody who has come into that place of contact with himself, that place that has all the wisdom. And this is one of the things that I love about coaching, is about drawing out the wisdom. It's about knowing and believing that your client has all the answers, has all the wisdom, just like nature has everything that you need. So with nature connected coaching, you're bringing someone into that place of wisdom. And if they start acting from that place more and more and more, that is going to have a direct impact on their environment and the people that they are close to in their lives. How could it not? Right? We're so interconnected to one another that if someone starts to change and live closer in alignment to and in closer connection to themselves, not lose their connection to themselves, but stay anchored in who they are and the truth of who they are, then that is going to have a direct impact on the people that they come into contact with. And some people might have a hard time with it at first, but it's eventually what that does is it starts to ripple outwards from there. So that is such an important aspect of what's possible with coaching and with nature connected coaching. And with nature connected coaching, well, someone is finding that place of connection and through nature, nature starts to become a an integral part of their discoveries and their healing. Their relationship with nature starts to change significantly. It starts to shift from just a transactional kind of relationship with nature, and it moves into something that's more transformational, more relational, and even to a place of being more of like a caretaker of nature, because there is a knowing, a deep knowing that by taking care of nature, I'm also tending to myself. And as I'm tending to myself, I'm also tending to my relationship to nature and the importance of nature in my life. So when you start to think about yourself as a nature connected coach, stay connected to the deeper motivation that's there for you. What it is that you're really hoping that people are going to feel. And my sense is that what you'll see there is that they're going to feel more connected, more aligned to themselves. And how you do that and who you help do that is unique to you. And nature becomes a powerful resource for you to support your clients to come into that connection with themselves and start to really change their lives around that deeper knowing. I always say this to my students: all roads lead to home. There's no coaching topic that is too surface that doesn't have something deeper underneath it that's driving it. And that by asking the right questions and listening for that wisdom in your client, you're starting to bring them into that place of connection to themselves. And of course, bringing them into nature and inviting them to step into connection with nature is going to bring them into that place of deeper connection with themselves. So I'm hoping that this is painting a heartfelt perspective of what nature connected coaching is. And the technical stuff is important, right? Because that's the formula, that's the strategy behind it. But in terms of what it is, it's a way of guiding somebody into a place of deep wisdom inside of themselves where they can get some really clear direction for where they want to go with certain aspects of their lives in terms of improving certain aspects of their lives, and a way of helping them bring that wisdom out and into the world where they can start living from that place. And that's the heart of it right there. That's the heart of nature connected coaching. So let me know what you think.